Well, there's been an intensification of the fighting in recent days, and it's been actually very difficult to get access to the surrounding towns on the Ukrainian-controlled side of the river. Like you say, the plant itself is controlled by Russian forces. We've been speaking to local people in the area who say they have this double terror, not just of the war that's seeing their towns being smashed by artillery shells, but also the fear of if one of those shells hit one of the parts of this nuclear plant's safety mechanisms that help to control the clearly highly dangerous material that's there, that it would then trigger some kind of nuclear disaster. The biggest, most important development, though, has been from the IAEA, the UN's nuclear watchdog. They've been trying to plan a mission to visit the plant for a number of days now, and the head of the IAEA came out today and said that that mission is now on its way to the plant. They will be there this week. We don't know exactly what day that will be. Clearly, that's going to be a hugely important moment, and it's going to require the cooperation of both sides to enable that team to visit the plant safely. They're doing this highly important inspection in the middle of an active war zone. So incredibly dangerous and an incredibly brave move for them to do that as well. But also it underlines just how serious people are taking the threat of the war triggering a nuclear disaster. This country is no stranger, of course, to nuclear catastrophe. It suffered the Chernobyl disaster back in 1986, and people that we speak to here often bring up Chernobyl when they talk about their fears. The local authorities have been giving out iodine tablets to families and people that are living within about a 35-mile radius of the plant in case the worst happens. They're saying that if the worst were to happen, clearly they need to have plans in place to try to limit the impact, and these iodine tablets help to reduce the amount of radiation that's absorbed. But it's, of course, an incredibly dangerous situation. There's no control over the war itself and which way it goes. And so the people here just have to sit. Some of them have been moving back, trying to get to safety. But other than that, they are pretty helpless. And of course, the consequences of a disaster just don't really bear thinking about.